huh? No, it's not going to explode. It's going to be nice and quiet and mellow and chill because it's an easy Saturday morning. That's just how I roll. Besides, we can't do bang things in here. We only do explosions and danger things in the high voltage lab. This is very calm and very serene, totally. So what are you working on?
Medium, 10 some more wires.
Okay. Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 10:57 hours on January 24th, 2015.
Hi.
Hi kids.
Hello.
I'm just poking in to see what you guys had going on in the boardroom.
Yeah,
we're making vision boards.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's a Saturday morning at the lab. And there's stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Batman! Where's Batman? Batman! Roll out the demos for here. It's going to be a little nuts this morning. All right. Where the hell are they? Aren't the wood turners here somewhere? Hi, puppy. Aren't the wood turners here somewhere working on their shield?
I saw a couple of them go back to Studio A, but that's where the birthday party
No,
was.
that's a totally different thing.
I don't know.
All right.
Damn.
Huh. Cool. Party's on the tour, right? Yeah. Do you know where?
They're not down that way.
Okay. So we have a birthday party going on. We have the art group. We have a different art group in the boardroom. We have the wood turners here building a shield for a lathe thing. And then this is all before the tour. Oh, they're back there. Looking at that. Hi guys.
Hi.
Making a shield?
Trying to. Cool. Trying to. Unfortunately, I bought the translucent instead.
You're gonna want to have big translucent.
Yeah,
That won't work. That won't work.
Yeah, so we got, and it's got to be thicker. So we'll get some. We'll get something that's pushing.
Any polycarbonate resin that's about 1/8 inch should be thick enough, but you're gonna want it about a foot back from where you've got it. You're gonna want it about here, and angling it ever so slightly is a definite win.
For reflection.
But you're definitely gonna want it back about a foot. This is sturdy enough. This is 1/8 inch.
It's a little less. Yeah,
It's
this
a
is
little
really.
less.
Well, Lexan's almost bulletproof, so. That's
We've
the
got
biggest.
stuff called Macrolon
Okay.
that is awesome.
Huh.
Oh my god! At this thickness with Macrolon, you can shoot it all day with a BB gun. We'll go through it.
Wow.
All right. Can you see through it?
Macrolon? Yeah. The problem is once you scratch this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's forever. You're never gonna buff it out.
Yeah,
So, if you guys need any help with that, let me know. All right.
Hey, Chris,
Yes, sir.
why move it back? What was that?
Because you're spinning. You've got a lathe, and your axis is going to be right here. Now, nothing on the lathe is ever going to come past here,
Right.
but you're going to be throwing a lot of stuff. And just I've had to build a lot of these for videos, and just getting it back a foot helps.
Okay.
Because you're gonna, even in normal use, you're gonna be spitting shit at this. Like in the first day, you're gonna have a spot here that's just forever. And you're just going to accept that. But just move it back a foot, angle it down a little bit, and it's going to be worlds better.
Gotcha.
It just works. And the only reason I know that is because I've made all these mistakes and we've had to fumble fuck around with it a million times. And
Now, can we tilt it? Can we tilt it this way?
like this?
Yeah, no, like this rather than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then there's another
Yeah.
attachment point.
Absolutely. The only problem in tilting it this way is if you're going to use it in here, you're going to be fine. Tilt it this way. Yeah. But with some places, that'll throw shit back at the guy.
Oh yeah.
So, but he's wearing a face shield anyway, so you don't care.
Right.
And usually we don't like that guy anyway, so it's okay. So, yeah. This is the day. I have no idea where the tour group is. I'll hear them on the radio at some point. We have a little kid's birthday party. Yeah, this is the fun. Ah, there they are.
So you know one of the benefits of running airdrops on the roof?
What? Oh, fuck yeah.
If you've been on a tour, you've done it.
Okay, that's an idea.
So we're going to go all the way to the back of the room, and I'm going to show you the tool to make the door, okay?
Hi, kids. Children. Those kids in the back. Thank you. Come here, guys.
Oh, yeah, I know this.
You know what? You guys have seen this?
Yeah, not me. I have, because, remember that time in Boy Scouts?
Yeah. You're a Boy Scout?
Yeah, I was
Huh? You know it's going to explode. It's going to be nice and quiet and mellow and chill because it's an easy Saturday morning. That's just how I roll. Besides, we can't do bang things in here. We only do explosions and danger things in the high voltage line. This is very calm and very serene. Totally. Yeah, I'm out of line with it. It's a 100,000 volt impulse generator, Project Groucho. And what we're doing is we're taking 120 volts from the wall here. We run that into here. Each one of these lines, you can see all the red wires, is 10,000 volts. We charge each one of those up to 10,000 volts. That's the power supply down there. We add them all up. We get 100,000 volts at the top. And we get to do this. Just kind of. But that's still pretty tame compared to some other toys we have around here. We'll get to go see Thumper in a minute. We're going to play with this. Now, how many of you guys... Huh? What? You like this one? Okay, how many of you guys have ever made an electromagnet? Like, take a battery and a nail and wrap some around? Okay, yeah. So if you put electricity through a wire, like this, you create a magnet, right? If you coil up the wire, you make an electromagnet. It works really well. Well, here's the thing a lot of people don't know. If you just have a wire, and you take a magnet, you move the magnet next to the wire, you generate electricity in the wire. So electricity and magnetism are pretty much the same thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a disc that is not that big. Here's my collection of discs.
On the floor next to the cannon.
Ah, my bag of fun. Alright. Anybody know what this is? Huh? Everybody says a CD, and when you do that, you make me feel really old. That this is the disk out of your computer. If you've got a hard disk in your computer, this is the actual hard disk. Okay.
Inside the square of the plastic.
Yes, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this is made of aluminum. Now these won't stick together, they're in no way magnetic, but they're aluminum and they conduct electricity really well. Now, electricity and magnetism are the same thing. So when we dump a massive amount of energy from this capacitor through this coil of wire, we create an electromagnet. This wire is in the magnetic field, so we have a changing magnetic field, and a wire, we generate electricity in that. The electricity in this generates its own magnetic field, and we can do some things like this. First we have to cover this. Huh? Yeah, that's not going to hurt. They're not going to hurt the cord. That's not, the danger won't come from below. The danger will come from above. Okay, now, everybody watch there. I'm going to charge this up to about 1,000 volts, 1,200 volts. Now, see the disc? Watch the disc. 3, 2, 1. Now that's at about 1,200 volts. So if we take this and we charge it up to about 2,000 volts, we go 3, 2. Why are you plugging your ears? What is this? Are you all incredibly hypersensitive to sounds or something? It's not loud. All it does is just go like that. It's not that loud. See, you're all freaking out over something. Ain't nothing to freak out about. Now, who wants a disc? Yeah? Alright, well here, how many people do we have? 1. Raise your hand if you want a disc. You wanted one? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do them 5 at a time. Okay. Yeah, but nobody really likes it. Alright, now we're going to do a whole bunch. So for safety, I'm going to get the giant screwdriver of science, and you're all going to go over here. I'm going to back up because I'm going to make it rain aluminum.
Come over here.
Get in the back. Get in the back.
I'm
For safety.
sure
Get in the
then.
back. Huh? Oh, okay. Alright, you ready? Now, we're going to need a little oomph to do this safely. So I'm going to take the voltage up to 3,500 volts. Now I'm going to stand over here. You can stand wherever you like, but I'm going to stand over here. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, 5 people, grab a disc.
That's more than 5.
Cover the ball. Don't worry if you don't get one in the first batch, there will be another. Did I screw one up?
Yeah, but you put it back in the pot.
Okay. Let's do start again. All right. Here's another stack. Are you ready? No, I get to count. This is 3,900 volts. The machine only does to 4,000 volts. Are you ready? 3, 2. Why am I counting on my phone? 3, 2, 1. And we're going to do roof. Go ahead, grab one.
Chris, you need tennis balls?
Huh? No. God,
Not in
inside.
here.
Think of the children. All right. Now you all have a ring? Are you happy? Have we protected the precious children? Does anybody have any extra holes in them? Are you bleeding or losing important body parts? Aside from, normal snot. Those boogers are cool. All right, who wants an explosion? Who wants like a for real explosion? All right, then you have to follow me. Come on, off you go. Off you go.
It'll be worth it.
That would be very dangerous. That is the high voltage. So you can come in here. Go ahead, see what this is.
Military man. to fire. When I say clear to fire, your job is to step on the button and hold it down until something magical happens.
Yay!
Don't do this until you hear that sound. This sound. 3 times, and I say clear to fire. If you do it before I say clear to fire, everybody dies. So don't do that. Also, you may be excited because it's your birthday, and you get to push the big red button sign. You may perhaps feel a desire to nail that button with everything you have and go, ah! If you do that, the button will break, and I will feel sad. And I will cry, and you will feel bad. So you're not going to break my button, because the button costs $80, and that's not my first button. I've done this before. Okay. Now, I will take the super secret key from your super secret hiding space that nobody would ever find. You will put it in your machine and go to arm. Now, picture electricity like water in a pipe. You don't have to plug your ears to this. Picture electricity like water in a pipe. The voltage is how we measure the pressure. Okay, that's voltage. Amperage is how we measure gallons per minute. How fast you can fill the bathtub. Now, volts times amps equals watts. A normal AA battery has about 1.5 volts and about an amp. So you get about 1.5 watts. A car battery is about 12 volts. A regular house outlet, the wall socket in your house is 120 volts. Right now we're at 10 times that. We're at 100 times that. We're at 1,000. No, we're at 10 times that. We're at 1,200 volts. We're going to take this up to 1,800 volts. A normal wall outlet in your house has about 15 amps of current. This is going to have about 80,000 amps of current. So volts times amps gives us watts. This is going to be about 144 million watts. So when you push that button, you'll have more energy going through that piece of aluminum than if you had every building in the entire city of Grand Rapids all plugged into the same extension cord at the same time. Are you ready? Yes. This will be loud. Clear to fire. Now that is how you make an explosion. All right. Is everybody okay? Did anybody pee? Does that happen sometimes? All right. I now return you to your regularly scheduled birthday party. Thank you, everybody. They're all yours.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
I was exponentially closer to
I made the children cry. Alright, I gotta get to Batman. You guys have fun, we'll be back. We're gonna need more chairs. Lay out some more chairs. You can have any chair you want. The bigger kids can fight deathmatch over the rolly chairs. But get comfortable when I talk a lot.
Field lift.
Alright, you have everybody? Alright. Now, this is where it gets cool. I am at this moment live on that camera, and that's the video that the internet can see. And the internet sucks and should close out that fundraiser, you cheap bastards. Donate. We're at 166 on the 350 fundraiser, and I want that done by lunch. So, you guys rock out on that. We need to get the air system done. I'm also on this camera over here, and so are you. This is the blog camera, and it gets seen by about 1,800 people today, which is kind of cool. Now, for the vast majority of you, I have never met you before. I have no idea your agenda, your career, your opinion of me. You might be a fervent hater. You might come with a weapon to try and kill me in legal areas. You can ask absolutely anything you want on live camera. There's a microphone right there. They can hear me, and mean, this is the IRC, and the IRC is watching right now. IRC, say hi to your crew. So, in fact, Sarah. Hey guys, this is Sarah. Everybody say hi to Sarah. Is that logged in? It's holding still.
It's logged in.
Okay. But they're watching in real time. There's a little bit of a delay. And it depends on how their individual networks are buffered. But you'll see them kibitzing through this whole thing as we go. So, who wants to start? You ask anything you want about the geek group, me, whatever you want. You can safely ignore them, I do. Oh, look, hi crew, Sarah, that's D7. Hey guys, give me a roll call on the IRC, please. Just somebody whoever is paying attention at the moment, give me a roll call. So, what do you want to know? What?
First question, how much do you guys deal with drones?
A lot. We have the Geek Group Flight Club, and we do not just drones, but fixed wing, rotary wing, all the way up to like 6-channel collective pitch. There's a giant RC helicopter in the front lobby, like the rotor disc system.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn how to fly anything, remote control, let me know. We do regular get-togethers. We fly indoors in the wintertime. There's a park 4 blocks away that we fly in all summer. We fly out of the parking lot here at the church. It's a lot. We do FPV, we do drones, we do helicopters, airplanes, sailplanes. The only thing we don't do yet, and we probably will by the end of the year, is RC-powered paragliders, because most Americans don't even know they exist. And DLG gliders, because they cost a bloody fortune. And hey, let's spend $2,000 on something that breaks if you sneeze while holding it, and chuck it in the air. No. But everything else, like quads, hexcopters, all that jazz, we do all that stuff. And we do a lot with the FPV side of things. We actually, yesterday, worked out how to, I got a little Nano QX, and it shoots, video, it's FPV. We can stream the video from that into master control and put it on that screen.
Really?
Yeah, and that's just cool as hell. This is like nerd porn. We can do FPV video and stream it live to the internet.
Yeah, they watched it live when you crashed it into the roof yesterday.
Yeah, they opened the door and I was a little uppity, and I flew it out the door and took it straight up. I didn't realize it was really windy out, and I'm flying this little Nano QX, and it was like, oh shit, that's bad. And yeah, but because we had the FPV out, you can see, oh, it's on the roof! Okay, we got it! Yay! And Ed ran out and got it. Next question. You know what?
Sure. When you're flying these aircraft, do you ever basically control them remotely, not as in FPV, but as in completely autonomous?
We have the capability to do that. We use the APM system and stuff like that, where it's self-guided autonomous flight. But most of the stuff I do is, I like the ground station guys do. But we're getting this year into more stuff with the autonomous flight. But you can't do that in the city because it's dangerous. So we take it out by Cooper's Hill now. We got a couple of big fields that we can fly in. We've got some friendly farmers who tolerate our madness and explosion. You had one.
Came late, apologize.
That's okay. There'll be a punishment for that later.
No problem.
Okay.
And how can I help? I have access to a lot of small stainless steel sheet metal scraps that we possibly donate.
Ways that people can help. The first off, the end all be all greatest help is show up and volunteer. No, it isn't money. Money's secondary. And everybody can do money. Money's easy. It really is. Money's easy. I want your time. I show up and paint a wall, push a broom, help out, teach a class, get involved. I want blood. Money's easy. Second to that, money. We need money. Money's really hard. If I mention how hard fundraising is, I suck at it because I'm kind of a dick. So yeah, fundraising is always a big thing. The vast majority of our donations come in under $20. And that being said, with the vast majority of our donations are under $20, yet the people in the IRC who you're seeing are all over the world. We've got, 40 in San Francisco, 28 in Pennsylvania, 27, a lot of people in Pennsylvania, a guy in Philly, upstate New York, Dover, Delaware, Poland, Connecticut, Albuquerque, Denmark, Ohio, North Carolina, South Wales, they're all over the world. The vast number of those people in that room were involved in just the IRC alone. Just last year, brought in over $80,000. $80,000 in $20 bills is a hell of a lot of $20 bills. So that helps. The other big thing is, all of you, everybody, has a socket set. Okay, this is like a requirement. Every guy over 30 years old has a socket set. Either you have one or you know somebody who does. Well, here's they break. And it's always the 7/16. That's the first one that really breaks. Nobody really knows why. You break that socket. But nobody ever throws them away. You don't break 2 sockets, throw the whole thing away, and get a socket set. Hell no, you don't throw away tools. You get a new socket set. And you put the shiny new socket set at the top, and now you've got half of the old socket set rattling around in the bottom of your toolbox. And it stays there until you die. Because that's just how these things work. When grandpa dies, and now you have a garage of tools and you want to sell them at an estate sale, don't do that. When you get a shiny new set of sockets and you're going to leave that half set of sockets rattling around in the bottom of your toolbox, don't do that. Bring them here. Because if I take his half a socket set, and I put it with his half a socket set, and his half a socket set, we end up with a full set. We end up with a serious socket set, and we still don't have a 7/16. That's how I know that's the one everybody always breaks, because we have 1,000 sockets when we go to the 7/16 at any given moment. But that's how this works, because all these old tools have value, they have life. And it isn't just old tools. The television that you watch today, when you go home and turn on TV, is in digital, high def, 1080p. The cameras for that cost $100,000. Well, the problem is, the cameras for analog, standard definition, also cost $100,000. No station can use them anymore. Every station 5 years ago had cameras just like that. That came out of Channel 13. That's a $120,000 camera. But it shoots in analog, standard def, so you can't use it today. Well, they don't want to just throw it away, but they can donate it to us and get a $120,000 tax write-off. For a camera that they can't use, it's totally useless to them. It's sitting on a $5,000 Boden tripod. They donate it here and they get a huge tax write-off. And that makes long and fuzzies for the bean counters. And you too also get tax write-offs for everything you do. And that helps. And we put all this stuff together, and all these old cameras are standard def analog cameras, but we don't care because we broadcast on the internet. That's a decent picture. And if that's a decent picture on a giant 4K RCA monitor, imagine how sharp and good that picture looks when it's only on your laptop and it's this big. Looks great! It works fine. Why throw it away? So, old musical instruments, interesting old toys, all you 80s kids who remember Legos and Capsella and all that jazz, we collect those. We have giant boxes. We have a box in the room this big filled with Kinects. And you can come here and hang out and just play with all the Kinects, and it's awesome. And we're doing the same thing with Legos. My goal is to get a cubic meter of Legos. And you can come here and be a member and hang out in the lobby and build giant, like a fort you can be in out of Legos. Because we can. Why not? And if I get a little bit of help from everybody, we can do big, giant things together. That's the point. Next question. You guys are so quiet.
What's it cost to be a member?
It's $40 a month. That's it. You can get it cheaper. You can get it down to $1 a day. Annual membership is $365.25 because of leap year. We're nerds! Is what we do! But regular monthly membership is $40 a month. And instead of having a card with a V on it, you get a nifty one with a picture of it. And it gives you access to everything in this building, which by the end of this year will be 24 hours a day. We even have nap rooms. If you want to come here and like thrash ass all weekend and just catch a few hours of sleep every night, we have nap rooms, we have showers. It used to be a Y. Why not use the old showers? It works great. But the idea is that for $40 a month, the average person can come here and have access to like the laser lab. And if you want to, and it isn't limited to like hours. Like it isn't like only 10 hours a month or any crap like that. If you want to come here, be here every day at 10 a.m., and leave here every night at 10 p.m., and spend all day every day in that laser lab, you can. That's the point. The only things that cost anything beyond that, you can count on your fingers, and it's all the big giant equipment. Because that big CNC milling machine, you can use it, you can make parts on it, but there's a charge for that, and it's a few bucks an hour, it's like $40 an hour to use it, and that's only for cutting time, like in a big machine. And that's because when you fire that up, our electric meter spins at about $30 an hour. So, yeah. Things like the auto hoist, there's a couple bucks for it because you have to have a babysitter. Because I don't know what you know, and I'm not going to trust you to not drop your car on your head because that ends bad. So you have to have a babysitter. The 3D printers are like $15 an hour. It's just enough to cover the cost of the filament that we have to feed the machine. And if you want, we have people that come here and line up all the 3D printers and use all of them at once, printing out like chess pieces or dinosaurs or rockets. And they'll just grind and make tons of stuff, and then the teachers do this. They'll come and print 50 of something, you take it back and you tell their kids. But that's it, it's $40 a month, it's cheap. It's cheaper than cable. That's the idea. And the only reason it costs $40 a month is because I haven't figured out
out how to do it for $20 a month and keep the doors open. We want to provide access to everyone. I want all of you to come and play, except the girls, because girls can't stay.
No.
The guys are. By the way, 68% of our board of directors is female, and over half of our staff is female. We are ferocious on championing girl leagues. A girl built our machine shop. A girl runs our web team. A girl teaches the forklift driving safety classes, and she's done it in heels. Next question. What?
Do you guys do anything with steam? Have to ask. Like,
Steam.
as in propulsion.
Yes, you will like this. When you were a kid, you used to be able to get in the back of magazines and buy steam engine kits. And the steam engine kits cost like $50, and it came as castings and instructions. Because normal people at home couldn't cast, they didn't have Ford setup, but everybody's dad had a shop with a milling machine in it and a drill press, and you could machine it and do it. Well, the problem is, how many of you have a machine shop in your garage these days? How many of your dads has a shop? When's the last time you saw a school with a shop class that had a real machine shop in it? They're gone. So what we did is, I wanted to make steam engine kits like that used to exist when I was a little kid. So we made a steam engine kit. This is a toy. Okay, understand this is a toy. They're under $100, so normal people can afford them. This is the kind of thing you can buy for your 12-year-old kid. They're fully machined. All you need is a screwdriver to put them together, provided you can use the back end of the screwdriver to smack a couple parts when you need to. They're made out of stainless steel and naval bronze, so they will never rust. They'll never corrode. You buy the steam engine for your 12-year-old and he will give it to his great-grandchildren. It will never wear out, it will never rust, it will live longer than you will. That's the point. Nobody makes shit like this anymore! And it bothers me. There's no plastic, there's no crap. It's naval bronze, which is expensive as hell, and surgical stainless steel. Not the crappy stainless steel, like the stainless steel grills you see at Menards that they can't put outside because they'll rust. Chinese stainless shit. But we made these little kits, and it's a screwdriver in 10 minutes you put together. And you can run it off any air compressor. And if you want to build a steam boiler and do that, you can. You can run it off a tea kettle if you want. They'll run off like 10 psi, really low. Just high enough that if you try blowing in it, you'll look like Dizzy Gillespie and pass out. You can't generate enough pressure. But any little wheelie air compressor can. And we sell these. We've got them up in the gift shop. And the cool thing about this is, this all started with an idea. I walked into the machine shop and said, guys, this needs to exist, and it doesn't. And 3 months later, we're selling them by the hundreds. Concept of creation. That's what happens here. All of you have had brilliant ideas. Most of you at some point have sat watching television in the small hours of the night and seen something come on TV and gone, shit, I thought of that. The difference is, he's making $8 million and you're not, because he went beyond the I thought of that into I built that. Going from art to part is the hardest step. Making 100,000 of something is easy. Making 5 of something is a bitch. Because you have to go from art to part. From having it in your head to having it in your hands. That's the expensive, difficult part. And this whole building exists to make you have that transition. Because you're all smart. You can all come up with the next big thing. The cell phone was not brought forth fully formed from the head of Zeus. Somebody thought that shit up. Somebody had to make the first one, and then went, well, what the hell do I do with it? Who am I going to talk to? I have to make another one. Somebody did this. You can do this. You talked about the steam engine. Who invented the steam engine?
George Stephenson.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Give me gummy bears now! You're wrong, but that's the best way to... I've asked that question from 1,000 audiences. You are a man of grace and excellence. You were the only person who ever went back to Stephenson. Most people say Watt. James Watt is a guy that commonly, if you just pick up a dictionary and just who invented steam engine, you're going to tell you James Watt. He didn't. Stephenson didn't either. Stephenson invented a better valve system. Harrow did. He was a Greek guy about 5,000 years before Christ. Harrow did. But James Watt, the guy that is credited as inventing the steam engine, didn't. James Watt was a janitor in a Scottish boys' school. He was the fix-it guy. He was the handyman. Thank you. James Watt was setting up for a thing, like a demo, like today. You ain't gummy bears. You ain't gummy bears. was a janitor or Scottish person. They're set up for this thing. And in front, they have the steam engine. It's a Newcomen engine, which is another guy who gets credited with inventing the steam engine, because he really had the first practical one as a Newcomen engine. Arrow had a little ball that spun around. Newcomen was pumping water on mines, so, you know, that's a steam engine. But they had this Newcomen engine. The problem was, it was a fussy bitch, and it didn't work, it just sucked. So James Watt, who was just the janitor, okay, he was not an engineer, he was the janitor, he was a normal everyday guy, starts digging with it. He's got tools, he's got time, he's in Scotland, what are they going to do? They didn't have internet? So he's sitting there, fiddling with this, and he made it better. And he made it so much better, it was so much more efficient that other people noticed. And they're like, that guy's got something. And now, the unit of power, going back to in the high voltage lab, we have volts, amps, and James Watts. His engine caught on so well they named a unit of measure after him. And he wasn't a degreed scientist, he wasn't from the ivory towers or all that crap. He was a Scottish janitor! And he invented the steam engine as we know it today. What the hell can you come up with? All of you have something. All of you have the next great idea. And nobody knows what it is yet. Everybody's got something. Somebody invented the aglet, and all of you have aglets, and most people don't even know what an aglet is. You know what an aglet is? No. It's a little plastic thing on the end of your shoelace. It makes it easy to lace your shoes. Somebody had to come up with it. Yeah. This place exists for you to make that jump.
Another question quick. What is the biggest thing you can cast and machine in this facility?
The limitations to casting would be the size of the mold. Do you mean cast metal or cast plastic?
Metal.
Don't know, never tried it.
Okay.
Let's figure it out. I'm game. As far as the largest thing you can machine, you can buy a full 4x8 foot sheet and put it in the sheet metal without pre-cutting. Like if you take a 4x8 sheet of 6 inch, like it's got a name, it's this paint stuff they use for making molds. We have a guy that comes here and makes skateboards and stuff. He puts sheets in, you can put in there 6 inches thick. And a full 4x8 sheet, and carve it accuracy to a tenth of the top. No problem. So, bigger than anything you're going to want to make. How tall are you?
What?
How tall are you?
About 6 foot.
Okay, so you can put a sheet, you can take a life-size 3D laser scan of you, carve that out of the pink foam stuff, the modeling material, in life-size, out of the sheet router, and do it out of solid block, and just carve it out halfway deep, and make you, spray paint it black, and put it in your room. Now you've got you and carbon. There you go. How do you think they did the first one? It's just a life hack. Yeah. Next question. Anything? Go.
We do recording studio every year.
Do you have $50,000? Not today. The limiting factor on the recording studio really is nothing more than money. We did the framing in a week. Thank you, Rockford Construction. Rockford Construction said, we have 2 guys with nothing to do. You get 2 days. 2 guys for 2 days. So we started filling trucks at Menards. We designed it, did all the architecture for it here, figured out exactly how many 2x4s at what length and whatnot that we needed, bought all the parts, lined it up, got the 2 guys from Rockford walked in, and we had a dozen of our guys, and we're like, hi gentlemen, thank you. These men will do anything you tell them to. Let's build a studio, and we framed it in 2 days. It's awesome. There's a time lapse of it on our website. It's really cool to watch. And there's a lot more to do. The current step that I'm working on is buying all the sheet block. But think of this. Here's a way you can get involved in it. Aside from just showing up and swinging a hammer, how many of you either have or know somebody who has an old marching band instrument that's rotting away in your attic? A clarinet that your daughter played 20 years ago, things like that. Everybody's got these. Everybody played clarinet or flute or whatever. Everybody was in band, and they get out of school and they don't sell the instruments because that's my clarinet. I can't sell that. But it'll sit in the attic and grow mold on it for the next 20 years. Bring those old instruments because we want to use them in our studio. I have a new generation of kids that want to play those instruments. And unlike every other studio you've ever seen where you pay a guy a pile of money and you go in and do your thing, and he sits on the other side of the glass, and you can't touch any knobs because you don't have the schooling for that. This studio, you work on both sides of the glass. We don't turn the knobs for you. We're here to help. We're here to make sure you don't break anything. But if you want to come and record your own album, world-class state-of-the-art recording studio right over there. being helped along, by the way, most of you don't know who he is, by this gentleman in the back, who's probably the only person in the room who's won an Emmy. He has provided massive amounts of equipment for our video production and our recording studio. In fact, we have a computer back there that we're doing audio editing on that was actually used on air in a Super Bowl, which is kind of cool. That's a neat little brag right here. It is. Any other questions? I talk a lot. I can do this all day, but you know, people have to eat, and like she has to eat really bad right now. So, what?
Who teaches the person who knows nothing when they walk in and they want to do something?
Depends on what you want to know. I'm a smart guy, but they fill libraries full of shit I don't know anything about. But if you walk in here and you want to know about high voltage physics, I'm the guy. If you want to know about woodworking, you're going to talk to Moose. If you want to know about metalworking, you're going to talk to Casey. The way you find out is right when you walk in the door, right in the hallway, there's a bunch of pictures on the wall. They're all people's faces. It has their name and their areas of expertise. So you walk up to the wall and you're like, that's the asshole I want. Then you go around hunting. Or you just say, somebody show me where Casey is, and we all have radios. And we say, hey Casey, come here, there's a nice one we want you. But we all exist here to help you with whatever you want to know. But teaching isn't really something we do every day. We do classes where we teach. But the vast majority of stuff here doesn't work that way. We work on a pull system. I'm about to destroy all of your lives. This is fun. You're going to love this. How many of you have a smartphone? All the hands go up. All the hands manual is stick to your phone. How many of you sat down and studied the manual for 3 days, and memorized everything, and learned how to use your phone? Nobody does. You open a box, you're weird. You open a box, you pick out your phone, you throw the book away, and you're off. Because it's a pull system. You have the shiny new toy, you want to learn about it, and you are filled with an innate, passionate desire to learn. And because of that, you'll teach yourself. This is how people learn. You're all used to a push environment. High school. Sit down, shut up, we're going to push things into your brain. It doesn't work. That works if you want to build factory workers. That doesn't work if you want to build functional human beings. This is a pull environment. This gentleman sitting right here is a turbo nerd. Okay, I can smell it on you. You are one of my people. Now I know that you are passionate about drones. This means that you have spent hours on the internet reading, researching all kinds of stuff, had to learn aeronautics, had to learn the physics of flight, you probably know all 4 forces on an airfoil, you had to learn about GPS and radio guidance and all that happy horse shit to do the thing you wanted to do. And you had no problem doing that. This is your idea of fun, isn't it? The rest of the world considers sex a good idea. Okay, just so you know, they have girls. But I'm in your boat, so I understand. But while all the rest of you are out there chasing girls, him and I are sitting at home with no friends in a small room by ourselves learning about the physics of flight because this is what does it for us. And everybody has that thing. All of you, even those of you with well-adjusted social lives, have a sincere, burning, passionate desire to learn about something. And it varies for everybody. Some people it's golf, some people it's fly fishing, some people it's macrame. I never understood why. But everybody has that thing that they're passionate about. This building exists to be a place where you can come and express that passion without judgment. Nobody's going to make fun of you for being an RC nerd, because it's the geek group. We're all nerds here. It doesn't matter if you're one of the cool kids, if you don't dress cool, if you smell funny, I don't give a shit. This is a place where real people want to do real things. And that's all that matters, is what you have in your head. And I don't care if you're black or white or straight or gay or fat or skinny or whatever the hell, as long as you have that in the back of your head, that sincere, passionate desire to learn. That's all that matters. All the rest is bullshit. If you have that passion to build that thing, to learn that thing, I will move heaven and earth to help you do it. But you have to want it. I'm not going to spoon feed it to you. I'm not going to. A lot of the education that happens here is he'll walk in and be like, I need to know what the 6-channel collective pitch thing is. Okay, here's your computer, here's Wikipedia, here's the page. I'll see you in an hour. You have to want it. You have to pull it out of your computer, out of me, out of the staff. We've got it. We'll give it to you. But you have to work for it. I won't hold your hand. I won't kiss your ass. I won't dumb it down. This is not a place that is kid safe and is all nerve edges and will protect the leader. No, it doesn't work that way here. You have to want it. You can get killed with the things in this building. This building is filled with things that will kill you the moment you don't respect them. That's how it works. Because a kid that eats too many marbles doesn't grow up to have kids that eat too many marbles. And if I treat him like an idiot just because he's 8 or 9 years old, and I treat him like I can't trust him, which is what we do with kids today. We treat them like they're idiots instead of like they're just short people. needs basic guidance, he needs basic supervision, but I can trust him with power tools. I'm not going to trust him with a plasma cutter or an oxy torch. In a few years, yes, but it's understanding that line, and that's not my choice, that's his dad's choice. Because if the kid burns down a building with the oxy torch, I don't have a problem, he has a problem. I have insurance companies, I'm not worried about it. But to create that environment where people can make mistakes, and people can be trusted to make mistakes. I screw up. I set half the damn building on fire! Because one bolt was 1/4 of a turn too loose. I spent $60,000 and ruined a third of this building. Shut us down for 6 months. Okay? I didn't cry over it. We didn't shut the company down. We didn't go out of business. We said, wow, that sucked. Okay, what's next? This is a place where you can kind of make these mistakes and develop prototypes and test ideas because it's not going to work the first time. And that's what it's all about. Taking those chances and making mistakes, and crashing your airplane, and making a mess, and setting the building on fire, or breaking the entire live stream on a daily basis. This is editor, he breaks the live stream on a daily basis.
I also keep it working.
He does. He works really hard. He's the reason we're in the area. But that's what it's all about. Any other questions?
Are some of you guys available for hire if you want to have a project made, or can you give some context?
Yes! Certainly! You can come here and make your project, or you can hire me to make your project. My rates start at $500 an hour. Build it your damn self. I'll help you do it. I'm happy to build whatever you want for $500 an hour. 2 people have ever taken me up on it in 20 years. They really wanted it. But I don't want to build your stuff. I want to build a company. You build your stuff. I'll help you do it, but you can't. This is not a place for take the easy way out by spending piles of money on this. No. I'm making this as cheap as I can, and you have to work your ass off for it. Anything else? Good. Membership is $40 a month. If you're interested in becoming a member, go up to the front office and grab that one right there. That's Rose. She's happy to help sign you up. She can do it right here, right now. If you want to learn more and tell more people about it, we have member handbooks and flyers and all that happy horseshit, and Rose is happy to guide you through all of that. Thank you, all of you, for coming and sharing in this weird, wild-ass dream that is the Keeper. Thank you.
It's a piece of Doug fir.
Yeah?
Yeah, that used to be a bleacher in my local farm.
Go over the gray real quick, right click, auto cursor, and get rid of Art Center and endpoint. And then click check mark. Okay. So now you want to go from the midpoint of this line, try and find this one. There you go. And then the midpoint of this line. Yep. There you go. Cool. And then check mark.
It's been a day. But we've got this all emptied out. We're about to move that box, and then this box gets torn down and turned into parts and scrap. This is all emptied out and happy. What are you up to?
Just try not to die.
Okay, try not to die. You're making pretty?
Making pretty.
Yay!
Please try me.
Cool. Can I have the help of you two gentlemen for a moment, please? Cool.
He can't lift anything heavy.
Why not?
He slipped a disc in his back.
We'll slip it back.
Dropped it vertebrae.
Oh, all right. You're on painting.
That's why I put him on there.
Yeah, go paint.
And Ben can't lift him.
Yeah, okay. He's broken.
That's why I put them on painting. I used everything I could use Ben for.
All right.
Put them on painting.
All right. We'll be back. So a lot of people watched the video yesterday on the autopsy of this where I repaired it with a lot of help from a ton of people. And the camera died before we actually got to get video of it doing its thing. So I figured I'd fire it up for you guys before we put it in storage. Hit it, Batman. That's a lot louder when it's wide open like that. So it's not that loud in the production video because we had the input capped off and had a vacuum gauge on it, but it works. It works really, really well. So yeah, cool.
Let's do this then.
It's gonna suck going down the stairs, but it was always going to.
Where you want to go?
There's a camera behind you.
Okay. Awesome.
This cabinet's on wheels.
Do this shit with a stick. Hold on,
It would go through a door if you put the dolly right here.
Okay, done.
You can hook the strap low.
I'm just thinking about turning down the stairs.
We have corners with stairs.
Yeah, just carry it.
Can I just put this at the curb with the free sign?
I'd like to keep those big casters.
What?
What I'd like to do is make this into a big cart and start by taking all the sides off and just smash the sides off. Huh? Yeah, hit them with a hammer. Don't come on. It's for mica.
screws.
Yeah, I know. But smash the tops off or the sides off, and then we'll cut it here. We'll keep the wood on it. We'll cut.
The oil drenched
We'll keep the oil drenched wood. We'll cut it low, flush with the wood with an angle grinder, and then we've got a nice big heavy duty cart.
that doesn't fit through any doors.
We'll put it in high voltage. And you know what we'll set on that cart? I know exactly what we'll set on that cart. We'll shit can the wood. You can take the piece of wood up, throw it away. We'll replace it with 2 layers of really good plywood. We'll paint it, and we'll set the tube up on end on this. Now we've got a way to roll that damn magnet tube right. There you go. Just came up with a solid use for it.
Still got the issue that the magnet tube doesn't have a flat end.
It will when I'm done.
It'll be entertaining to see. I don't hear any screams. I guess we're
I
alright.
think they're made it.
Or they're dead.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, take the little sledge and knock this apart.
It's on wheels.
Yeah, that was the issue.
Warning! Loud noises! It's fairly stout.
We'll just scrap it.
It's marine grade plywood. It's going out whole.
Fairly stout.
All right, lay it on its side, take the wheels off, send the whole damn thing out.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, sir. Oh yeah, it's a hell of a lot lighter.
I know. Let's make a photo booth out of it.
Yeah, let's make a lame ass photo booth. We'll ship it around town. It'll be cool. Lay it on its side and take the wheels off. It's down. Oh, that's a nice built cart.
Did you get the damn?
No,
Dolly?
just the whole. These definitely are not Darnell rose.
Those
No,
are
they
not.
are
They are
not
not.
rose casters.
But
But they're not shit, and they got a lot
especially
of
if they're
use left.
cleaned up.
Yeah.
Rubber's a little dry, but
No. What's up?
I want to cut this. Get a Sawzall and just cut these off right
Do you want
here.
the bottom?
I want the bottom. Yeah. Cut these off. I'm going to throw the wood away.
I'm not gonna do it with a sawzall.
What are you going to do it with?
Angle grinder.
Do it with an angle grinder. You're going to light the oil-soaked wood on
Ah,
fire.
you're right. I'm not gonna do it with an
You
angle
can do it
grinder.
with a
I'm gonna
Sawzall.
do a
There you go. See? But this is hollow tubing, so it'll cut right off.
Oh, I got that portable fan saw.
That is an excellent idea.
Butter.
Do it.
Portable bandsaw.
All right, while you're bandsawing, he can caster and we're set.
Hopefully on opposite sides.
Yeah.
Is that castrating it? I don't know.
Decastering it? Wait, why are you taking the casters off if you want the whole...
Because the wood is shit, and if I just take out these bolts, I can throw the wood away.
Okay.
The wood is soaked in oil and just...
Oh, okay, this is not the wood. Got it.
Yeah, I want this metal square because that's a really nice frame for something. Probably a new serious piece of wood. Put the casters back on. I have an awesome cart that I can put that on.
What?
The big magnet. Yeah, it's a bitch to move around.
Yeah,
So.
once you move it, you really don't have to move it
It's gonna have
much
to move
again.
around. In the high voltage lab, I want to be able to shuffle it out to do stuff. Because we don't have a forklift in the high voltage lab, so being able to have parts.
Remedy that.
I would love to. Next year.
Can we get a 34-inch wide forklift?
Yes, but what we're going to do is we're going to dump a couple $1 million into that end of the building and build a new high voltage lab and conference rooms and all kinds of cool shit. That's next year. KC, go get your porta-band.
It's the only handicap. It's our only handicap.
And it'll still be our handicap lot.
It's on the shelf with, sauce.
When you take these out, smack the bolts through, put it all back together with the bolts and washers and nuts and all that happy shit, and yeah.
That someone came up with this.
What, a handheld bandsaw?
Yes.
It's kind of cool.
You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to roll this.
What?
We're gonna have to roll it so you can get the other side.
I don't think so. Huh.
Now you got a problem.
What's up? Out of WS.
That's not gonna work either.
Well, balls.
Casey.
Nope, that's not gonna work either.
Casey.
Yes. I'll finish it with the sawzall.
Okay. Yeah, but
It cut through it really well.
in the future, if you try cutting it out here, you'll be able to get that right off. You just can't do it this close to the thing.
Oh, because I ran out.
You gotta come out about here and you're set.
Okay, that's fine.
You're gonna have to roll it. I don't think you're gonna be able to get down low enough to do that, but you can try. I think that little wing sticking out's gonna fuck you. You can do the other side. Other side's gonna have a big one sticking out. You have to cut it about here. Because you have to clear all this. Stop! The blade isn't moving.
I knew it wasn't moving. I was trying to get it unstuck so I could get it moving again, and then get it moving.
Okay.
Get it unstuck more while it's moving, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Ah, fuck. So,
This hurts to watch. We'll be back.
Someone to help him keep
Alright, hang on.
to the force.
Mr. Bellatini to the MDH, please. Mr. Bellatini to the MDH. This is gonna be fun.
The forklift battery's kind of dead, you know, it's always kind of unbalanced anyway. Oh, hold that 4x4 out. Long one and short one.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. It's totally safe. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Moose, we really need KC for a minute here.
You guys will all move away the 2x4s, you know, we can probably do that. Why are we gonna be able to do it's forklift? Oh, you are trying to. Why are we doing forklift? Bill, can you grab the other 4x4? Put it back down. Now you can grab it with the forklift. I put it earlier because the mill was in there. Now you should. You guys go down there. Try it. That's good there. No problem.
You want those?
You want to put them on the corner like we have before. So in case this one. Opposite corners.
Yay!
Thank you.